Okay, so we have our storyboard project. We have some lovely, perfectly crafted camera effects on there. And now we need to figure out how to save it. So real quick first, let's just add some audio in for the sake of it. Most of your audios, especially if you use music, is going to be way longer than your actual story will be. So if you export it like this without setting a duration to your film, it will have your storyboard and then it'll have like 3 minutes of black screen and music. So let's just cut the audio track to wherever your film ends. So this one ends right at about 1:48. You can go to your cut tool right here or just press C, slice it, and then select and delete that last chunk of music. Now they end in the same spot. We have our audio. If you want to mess around with your audio while we're still thinking about the effects, you can go to Effects, Audio Effects, and there is a whole bunch of stuff here. The basic effects will allow you to reduce the volume, and that's about it. But there's lots of things. You can add echoes, you can add reverb, you can pitch it up or down. So if you have characters that you want to have unique voices, or you're recording your own audio and you don't want to hear your own voice, play around with those. It's the same exact thing, you just add it. If you don't add keyframes, it adds it to the entire thing. If you do add keyframes, you can have it be normal and then drop down, whatever you want. So audio's in, video's in. I'm going to go back to this. How do we export? You're going to go to File, and you're going to go to Export, Media. From here, you are going to go to Send to Media Encoder. So Media Encoder is a separate application within Adobe Premiere. So it won't open right away. It'll open as a separate tab. And from here, you will see your sequences and your audio. So the format that we're going to be using is H.264, and we're going to be doing high quality 1080 HP. Can't get more basic than that. There is a lot of different settings. You can export things as GIFs in Premiere, which is nice because sometimes it gets a little complicated doing it through Photoshop. I prefer doing it through Premiere. There are pretty much every other file format you could think of, but we're going to stick with this one. And as far as the preset, where you're planning on uploading it will affect which one you're selecting. So if we go through, there's a lot of ones that may not seem familiar, but then some of them will. We've got Facebook, Vimeo, I believe YouTube and Twitter, maybe Instagram. But basically, if you're planning a specific upload, choose that one. If not, 1080 HP is the default. So that's what we're using for this. The audio is there and it's going to be the same quality. And then you just want to make sure that your location of where you're saving it and your name is correct. Once everything is set up, all you do is hit play over here and it's going to start exporting it, and it'll export it to the file that you selected. When it's done, it'll be in your folder and ready for you to grab, and your project will be finished.